Hi everyone, George here from a windy and cold Denmark here at Tropica headquarters. A very exciting video for you today. We are going to look at a sneak preview behind the aquariums that we're going to be setting up for Interzoo 2020. So Tropica celebrate their 50th anniversary this year, and part of the celebration is to have a very special booth at Interzoo. We're going to be featuring 11 aquascapes, which I'm helping to organise and aquascape as well. And I want to show you a sneak preview at the aquariums, the style of aquascapes that we're going to be using, and just a general kind of preview about what you can expect to see in the coming months leading up to Interzoo. So you can expect some regular updates, videos from these aquariums, and I'm really excited to be able to bring that to you. So if you enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and let's go and take a look at these beautiful aquariums. Welcome to the Tropica Test Lab. This is where some really interesting work goes in to testing out new plant species, etc. Loads of really cool stuff going on in here. And it's also home to the aquascapes that we're going to be setting up for Interzoo. I want to start off by talking about these 5 aquariums here. Now, German full-time aquascaper Adrie Baumann, some of you may have heard of him. His job is to aquascape all 5 of these. Now, really interestingly, because Tropica is 50 years old, we've come up with the idea of having each of the 5 aquariums representing 10 years of Tropica's development. So in each tank, we're going to feature plants that were specific to that decade. And then Adrie's concept is to actually use all 5 aquariums in a cohesive design to kind of replicate almost like one aquascape by using different plants in each aquarium. So I'm really excited to see what he comes up with. I hope you guys are too, and if you subscribe, you'll be able to keep up to date and follow the progress of these aquariums. Okay, moving on to this really interesting size and shape tank, 3 meters long by 40 by 40 centimeters, gives us an overall volume of about 500 liters. This is going to be scaped by the guys from Liquid Nature, which is an Austrian aquascaping specialist store. And their job is to create obviously a very long and thin panoramic style aquascape using Tropica's limited edition only plants. I've seen some sketches that they've done and it looks amazing. So really excited to see what these guys come up with. I'm sure you guys are too. Okay, moving into the final area where we've got 3 larger tanks, so 1, 2, 3. These are 1 meter by 50 by 50 centimeters, so I think that's 250 liters. And they're going to represent Tropica's easy, medium and advanced plants. So each aquarium will feature predominantly that category of plant. Tobias Gawrisch, who is a German YouTuber, aqua owner, you may have heard of him. He's going to be aquascaping on his own, the advanced aquarium, potentially like a high-end iwagumi. Tobias and myself will be aquascaping the medium category together, and then I'm going to aquascape the easy one all by myself. So you can guess kind of what plants I might be using: Java ferns, anubias, crypts potentially. Interesting thing about crypts is because the aquascapes are going to be moved and put potentially a completely different kind of water is going to be put in there, we tend to avoid a lot of cryptocorini species because these can melt if those water conditions change. This aquarium measures 60 by 60 centimeter footprint by 40 centimeters high. This is going to be aquascaped by Jurijs. Most of you may have heard of him. He is Tropica's social media manager and also another full-time aquascaper. Now his job is to aquascape this using just 3 species of plants. And very interestingly, these 3 species of plants were found in Cuba by Holger Windelov. Holger is Tropica's founder 50 years ago, and this tank, this aquascape, is going to pay respect to that. So by using Hemianthus clitricordies cuba, Ludwigia inclinata cuba, and Prospernica palustris, this is going to be a really special aquascape. Really looking forward to seeing this one develop. There is one more tank to talk about. It's very special, but I want to save this for the next video. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you can find out exactly what that tank's all about, a really special one. So there we have it, a brief insight into the aquariums and the aquascapes that you can expect to see in the coming months. At the time of filming, it is 3 months to go till Interzoo 2020. I will be coming over to Denmark to help maintain and keep an eye and film these aquariums as they progress. So you can expect some exciting new content coming on the Tropica YouTube channel. And I'm really excited by it. I hope you guys are too. And it's going to be a very interesting journey. I'm a little bit nervous because it's kind of my responsibility to ensure that these look good for Interzoo. Interzoo is a huge pet trade show. Tropica always have a really great booth there, so the pressure's on a little bit. One of the most kind of challenging things is actually transporting the tanks. So they're grown in, as I've just talked about, here in the Tropica test lab over the 3 months. And then the idea is to actually transport them fully mature to the show, fill them up and keep them looking great for the show. And that's why we've got them on the pallets here, just in case you're wondering why we've got some really ugly pallets under the aquariums. So I'm going to go now. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.